Sitting beneath Typewad Hill, California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley. This game has been more than prominent on the radar for several weeks, and now it has arrived in the form of a late-season top-5 clash. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Cal Golden Bears. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, checking in with Iowa's head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Hawkeyes ready to kick it away first. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but a really good job of blocking by the return team. He's out to the 44. Running behind that left side. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Guys, top 5 matchup this late in the season. It feels like a de facto playoff game.
It is, man. This is the big showcase. Late in the season, you're proving to the committee exactly who you are, where you stand. I don't think it gets any better than these late season showdowns. A lot of time rivalries, too, Jesse. These are the best.
David, you're right. And both of these teams have been on a collision course all year long. We knew that this game was going to matter a lot, so you know the intent.
Snags it and he's open. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Golden Bears come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. The run to the left. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Jaron Chiave Songopolitelli. They'll run the screen. There he goes. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
The Golden Bears trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top-5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff position.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
Again, it's Malton. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the right. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready? Box. Hey, move. Ready, go.
JKS. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. He'll try it again. Push down for the tackle.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man in the middle.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand off, Malton running left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's going to take a shot. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Might be changing the route. Throwing Sangapolatelli. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 24. A big run, creating a little space for this offense. On first down, it's Malton again. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Here's a gift to Malton. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They want to make sure they get this 4th and 3 play right, so they'll take a moment and think it over with a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're willing to gamble. Let's see if it pays off. 4th and short from the 42. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Golden Bears. The defense putting points on the board.
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And the extra point is good. And he's going to bring this one out. Slips through the line. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Running the red zone. It's Moulton. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Iowa!
And at first you don't succeed, you try again, right? Give it right back to him, man. They tried to be physical on first down. He didn't punch it in. I love that they came right back to him. Up front, a better job blocking, created just a little bit of a hole, and that's all he needed to run through.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but a really good job of blocking by the return team. He's out to the 44.
Break. So it's on.
Tonga-Politelli, play action. Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Running to the left. Might have a chance. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make 3rd down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They punted away on 4th down. On his way back from the 20. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Just feeds the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. The Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Handoff for Malton. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now he's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Diaz. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Motion from the back. Sargopolitelli. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the catch. At the 40, there he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Iowa spends its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the number 21 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's Ole Miss coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season.
The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Got enough for the first. Turns it on down the left side. The 30. The 20.
Here now.
Touchdown, Hawkeyes! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I love the way they just came out in the second half. The passing game, it was a little touch and go in the first half, right? What did they do well? They ran the football. They come out in the second half, Palmer, more of the same. They didn't abandon it. They break the long run, and they cut into this lead.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For them right now, the key is scoring points. You can't keep turning it over. They were turning it over, throwing the football, so let's run it. And after gashing him like that, if I was this offensive coordinator, I would just keep giving this guy the football, regardless of what the defense does, and see if he can break another long run.
Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Jaron Kiave Songopolatelli. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Golden Bears in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Bounced off his feet. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
It'll be third and long. JKS looking to scramble. He's going to take off. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Golden Bears have this offense rolling. Throwing Songopolatelli. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Bringing the heat. On target to the left. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Still on his feet at the... Makes the catch and he's free. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. Kamari again. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. No fall off from the noise or intensity from this crowd as we start the 4th quarter. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got it! He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
And they're looking for a 4th quarter lead, and they'll need a touchdown to do it. 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He's going for the goal line, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Iowa! Extra point here will give them the lead.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41.
Break. So it's on. Ready.
Motion from the wide receiver.
Go.
Sangopolitelli. It's complete to the right. Caught, and he's close to the first down on the nice pickup there. The Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. Hard running there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And the Golden Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches.
129.
Jaron Chiave Sangopolitelli. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Sangopolitelli from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. JKS spits it out to the back. Excellent discipline by this defense. They keep everything in front of him, and they make the big 4th down stop.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He'll take the deep shot. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line, corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking is never a good idea, is it? Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
And after that last completion, left them with just a yard or so to go for a first down. How will they attack on second and short? Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Really nice play call there. You've got enough time to run the ball and mix it in if you want. Understanding you're putting yourself in position now to...
Could be an alley. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Golden Bears will hustle to the line. Throwing, Sangabolatelli. Touchdown, Cal! He got it, beat down in bounds.
Well, they get the touchdown here, and I think if you're the head coach, you got to go for two. You got to have a two-point play dialed up right now. What can you run? You feel like you can execute to tie this thing with not a lot of time left on the clock.
They got the touchdown, but still a two-point conversion short of tying it up late.
Blue 22, blue 22.
Sangabolatelli. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Makes it past the marker. There he goes to the left. The 10. Touchdown, Iowa. Once he got some room, it was over. The Hawkeyes with the get back.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive.
Ready? Red 24, red 24. On the run. Slot. Shift. Four down. Here he goes.
Jaron Chiave Sangapolitelli. Got it in the middle. It's strong. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it.
Grabs it, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win. Fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to bring it back. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. JKS. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Sends it back in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Sangopolitelli. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room, and this game is over. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good